CBS 47 Eyewitness News begins with breaking news.
We're following breaking news out of Clovis. A police standoff that started earlier this morning is still going on right now. Earlier today, it was considered a hostage situation, but that alleged hostage has since been rescued and sent to the hospital with stab wounds. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Lindsay Pena.
And I'm Ken Malloy. At this hour, parts of a Clovis neighborhood remain on lockdown. A police standoff with the suspect still continues. Police got a call around 8:30 this morning to check on a woman at a home near Jefferson and Music. That's near the Clovis rodeo grounds. CBS 47's Catherine Hurd joins us live at the scene with the latest on this ongoing standoff. Catherine.
Ken and Lindsay, we just got an update from police not 30 seconds ago who say that the victim has now been released from the hospital, treated for at least one stab wound. She is expected to be okay. But if you take a look down Jefferson behind me, you see that there is still a large police presence here. Jefferson still blocked off around Music and Russell. Now, they've been out here since at least 8:30 this morning. The SWAT team for Clovis Police is out here. They've been making announcements for hours trying to get the suspect to surrender. Now, the woman who was wounded was inside one of the condominiums. Police say she was held against her will, but they were able to rescue her and get her to safety and to the hospital. Neighbors who live in these condominiums are returning home from work now, but because of this standoff, they're not allowed to go back into their homes.
I just want them to hurry up so I could just get out of my house because my garage door is open and my house door is open right now, and one of the flags to go on my house.
Clovis police say they believe the suspect is armed and dangerous. They have not told us who he is at this point, but again, the SWAT team making announcements right now. We're not going to show you their position because we don't want to jeopardize their safety. But again, they have been making announcements for hours to get this suspect to surrender. And the police sergeant who just updated us said he expects this to be resolved within the next half hour to 45 minutes. We'll bring you an update coming up just a little bit later in this newscast. And for now, live in Clovis, Catherine Hurd, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks for that update, Catherine. Now to a developing story. A female Fresno Unified student was arrested for making several threats online. She allegedly claimed she was going to shoot up several schools. Overnight, the district and police investigated the incident. They deemed the threats non-credible. CBS 47's Joe Moeller spoke with the district superintendent today, and he's live at Fresno High School with more. Joe.
Yeah, Lindsay, a lot of parents and students were very concerned about these online threats. The suspect wrote that they were going to shoot up a number of Fresno Unified schools, including Fresno High behind us here. Now, the superintendent wants to share a message, though, regardless if these posts are a joke or not. They say that if they're made online or even on the phone, they're taken very seriously.
I was frightened for my daughters.
Online threats against Fresno Unified schools went viral overnight.
I was very concerned. Both of them were scared. They did not want to go to school this morning.
Late Monday, a person going by the name of Joyful Randy posted several times on Facebook. The suspect wrote they would shoot up several Fresno Unified schools and even the Fresno Fair. The posts spread like wildfire.
It was deemed by our police department to be non-credible. We communicated with our families last night and then again this morning.
Police investigated the post overnight and were able to make an arrest.
The suspect is a freshman at one of the high schools, actually, these 4 high schools that were threatened. And she was arrested for terrorist threats. It's a felony charge.
Police say the suspect never planned to carry out the threats, but police were still stationed at every school a threat was made against. District and police resources went into the investigation. The superintendent says the social media threats are serious.
You know, in today's era of heightened awareness around what might happen if you miss a clue and tragic consequences that might come about, we can't let anything slide by. So we take it all very seriously.
Several students stayed home Tuesday after the threats were made. Parents and guardians say they are happy these threats are not taken lightly, and students need to know better.
Some people might take it as a joke, some people will take it seriously, but most likely everybody's going to take it seriously.
And again, some of the students I spoke with today said a number of their classmates decided to stay home after these threats, and the superintendent says he and the chief are now planning a social media awareness campaign. Reporting live at Fresno High School, Joe Moeller, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
We run the street. You feel me?
Tonight, Fresno police and the CHP are asking for your help to find the people responsible for this attack. A CHP cruiser was attacked on the video. As you can see here, the officer was responding to reports of street racing. After he stopped one of the cars, the driver took off, but before the CHP officer could chase him, the crowd surrounded the officer's car and started attacking it. Police now looking for this man. He's described as a white male wearing a bright red hat, a black T-shirt, and gray pants. They say he may have tried to hit the officer with what appears to be a large rock. If you have any information on this, you're asked to contact Crime Stoppers at 498-STOP. New at 5, the Central California SPCA is investigating a shocking case of animal torture. They found 2 dead dogs, apparently burned alive. Officers found the animals in a dirt field near Church and Ferris, that's in Fresno. CBS 47's Megan Roop joins us live with more on this horrific case. Megan.
The pictures from the scene are so graphic we couldn't show them to you without completely blurring the animals, but reps from the SPCA say what those pictures do show is gruesome and impossible to understand. A tuft of fur in the dirt, circles of ash, spots where Central California SPCA officials say 2 dogs were tied up, tortured, and burned alive.
We really do need to find who did this in this community. This should not happen out here.
That's scary because even though they're animals, they still have feelings.
Maria Aguilar and her family have seen fires before in that field and the one across from their home. She believes it's transients.
It's scary because you never know what's going to happen next.
Walter Salvari is with the CCSPCA. He says the call came in Thursday.
Really shocking to see that somebody has that kind of mentality to go ahead and do this to these animals. It will shock anybody when they see these kind of photos.
Salvari believes the dogs were a pit bull and border collie mix. One was found propped up on this pole, the other was lying in the dirt. The animals were found about 15 feet from each other, along with other items, including several canisters of butane.
Sticks and chains, metals, and multiple burn sites on there, which is what makes this something that possibly has been going on for quite some time. Loving these animals and then seeing that someone out here actually does this, it just really hurts you. It's sad to see.
The CCSPCA is now offering a $1,000 award for the arrest and conviction of whoever did this. Currently, there are no suspects. Reporting live in the control room tonight, Megan Roop, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you for that, Megan. Well, the Fresno County Sheriff's Office is looking for suspects accused of stealing 2 tractors and using them to destroy thousands of dollars in crops. On the night of September 15th, a suspect allegedly stole a tractor in Fireball. They put the tractor into gear and jumped out unmanned. The tractor then traveled 6 miles through multiple people's farms, destroying thousands of dollars in crops. The next morning, another tractor was found out after it was used to run over pistachio trees. Sheriff's deputies believe the 2 incidents may be connected. If you have any information, call the Fresno County Sheriff's Office.
In campaign 2016, it's estimated that over 80 million viewers watched last night's presidential debate. Jamie Yuccas has the latest from the campaign trail.
Our country is suffering because people like Secretary Clinton have made such bad decisions.
Donald, I know you live in your own reality.
Both sides are claiming victory after last night's bruising presidential debate. Donald Trump questioned whether Hillary Clinton is fit to serve as president.
She doesn't have the look. She doesn't have the stamina.
While Clinton suggested the businessman won't release his tax returns because he has something to hide.
Maybe he doesn't want the American people, all of you watching tonight, to know that he's paid nothing in federal taxes.
This morning, Clinton told reporters she was thrilled with the debate and said the choice is clear.
His demeanor, his temperament, his behavior on the stage could be seen by everybody, and people can draw their own conclusions.
Trump also reflected on the debate at a campaign event in Miami.
It was an interesting evening, certainly, and big league, definitely big league.
The widely watched debate was an opportunity for both candidates to energize their base and convince undecided voters. CBS News contributor and Republican strategist Frank Luntz asked undecided voters what they thought of Trump's debate performance.
Strong start, weak finish.
Missed opportunities.
Bombastic.
And Clinton's.
Prepared.
Firm.
Powerful.
Same old, same old.
The candidates' next debate is scheduled in St. Louis on October 9th. Jamie Yuccas, CBS News, Hempstead, New York.
Well, a lot of folks are wondering when it might start to cool off.
Hoping soon. Meteorologist Justin Sasher joins us now.
Well, Ken and Lindsay, we are looking at some cooler temperatures, much cooler temperatures by the time we reach the weekend and the end of the week this week. Until then, though, we've got another very hot day to come. Tomorrow, we will see a few locations still reach triple digits, but tomorrow will be cooler than today in most parts of the valley. Right now, 97 degrees. There are a few cities here on the San Joaquin Valley floor that are flirting with triple digits even now. Your hour-by-hour forecast holds another night on the fairly warm side for this time of year. 66 degrees our overnight low, still cool enough to provide some relief. You open your windows tonight and shut them in the morning tomorrow before it heats up again. We'll show you that change in temperature straight ahead in your full pinpoint weather forecast.
All right, thank you. Still to come on Eyewitness News, a Domino's customer got more than she ordered. She was delivered a pizza box full of cash. What would you do? We'll show you what she did.
Plus, stricter cell phone driving laws headed to California. What you need to know to avoid a ticket.
And coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, heroin, meth, and firearms, a large amount of cash as well. We have a lot more on what investigators say they found in the South Valley on a big drug bust there.